Reena went to visit Taj Mahal during her last summer vacation. She was so much mesmerized by its beauty that she instantly captured the monument in her phone tab. So this is the original monument and this is its picture. Now we can see here, although this picture is an exact copy of this monument, but it is much smaller in size compared to the original one. Now, what is the advantage of this smaller version? Well, you will be able to carry it anywhere you want and show it to your friends. You can even take a printout of this photo and paste it in your album or hang it at your wall. So for these advantages, we often make a smaller photocopy of big real objects and scale them down for our own convenience. Similarly, maps are also scaled down in order to represent larger areas on a small piece of paper. See, here we have the continent of North America. Now, North America, as we know, is a large continent. So here the original size of the continent have been scaled down so that we can present it well on a piece of paper and provide lot of information about this region. Now let us understand what is the meaning of scale. Well, scale is the ratio between actual distance on the ground and distance on the map. Well, in this map, 1 centimeter on the map represents 400 kilometers on the ground. So this is the scale of the map. And here 1 centimeter, which is the distance between two places on the map, represents 400 kilometer, which is the actual distance between places on the ground. Now suppose the distance between two cities of North America, that is Ottawa and Washington, is say 2 centimeter. That is, the distance between these two cities on the map is 2 centimeter. So let's find out the actual distance between them. Well, we know that 1 centimeter is equal to 400 kilometers. So 2 centimeter will be equal to 2 into 400, which is equal to 800 kilometers. So the distance between these two cities on the map is 2 centimeter and the actual distance between them is 800 kilometer. So you see how we can compute the actual distance between places using the scale, and also scales help us to draw maps more accurately. Now here we have two maps. The first map shows the whole of India along with all its states. And the second map shows one particular region of India, that is the state of West Bengal. So this map shows the whole of India and this map shows a particular state of India. So the first map shows a larger area with smaller details, that is, in this map only the states and their corresponding capital cities have been represented, while the second map shows smaller area with greater details, because here we can find roads, highways and even districts of West Bengal. Now do you know what are these maps called? Well, the first map that shows larger area with less details are known as small scale maps, while the second map that shows smaller area with more details are called large scale maps. Now, in order to understand these maps better, let's have a look at the scale of the maps. In the first map, we can see 1 centimeter on the map represents 100 kilometer on the ground. While in the second map, we can see 1 centimeter represents 100 meter on the ground. So here we can see 1 centimeter represents a greater distance, while in the second map we can see 1 centimeter represents a smaller distance. So the first map is a small scale map which shows larger area with less details, while the second map is a large scale map which shows smaller area with more details. So on the basis of the type of scale used in a map, we can classify the maps into two types, as small scale maps and large scale maps. Now this is a Google map which shows a small scale map of Australia, and this red symbol shows the location of Brisbane city. Now suppose we want to explore more different places in Brisbane city. So can we do this from this map? Of course not. So for this purpose, we zoom into the map. As soon as we zoom into the map, we get the large scale map of the country of Australia, which shows greater details of Brisbane city. Thus, we find that large scale maps are more informative than small scale maps. But if you are to study about larger geographical area, say an entire country or a continent, then small scale maps are more useful. Now here we have a world map. Suppose I ask you to detect the location of China. What will you say? You would probably say that it is located to the right of Japan. Well, you can also say that it is located above India and below Russia. And even one can also say that it is located to the left of USA or to the left of Africa. Now this is creating a lot of confusion because we are still uncertain about the accurate location of China in the world map. So is there any remedy for this? Well, there is an instrument or a device that helps us to determine the direction of any place, and it is known as compass. So compass is a device that shows direction of any place. Now this is the picture of a compass, and here we can see four main points have been represented: north, E stands for east, S stands for south, and W stands for west. So these are the four main points that are present in any compass, and they are known as cardinal directions, which are the set of directions that are used worldwide for finding location of any place. Now the needle of a compass is magnetic and it always rests in north-south direction, as we can see here. Now as this magnetic needle always rests in north-south direction, so you can easily get the north and south of a place, and to the left of north you will have east, and to the right you will have west. So this is how you can find the direction of any place using this device, that is compass. Now within these four main points, we can also see some points lying in between them, that is this one. The point lying in between north and south is northeast, and the point lying in between south and east is southeast. Now this particular point lying in between south and west is southwest, and this point lying in between north and west is northwest. So these are the points that lie in between the four main points. They are northeast, southeast, southwest and northwest, and these points are known as intermediate points. So the intermediate points, as we just learnt, lie in between the main cardinal points. Now using this cardinal and intermediate points, we can find the accurate direction of any place. So let's find out the direction of any place using these points in a world map. Now before proceeding with our lesson, let us see if we can answer this. You will have to identify an intermediate direction that is used in a map. Is it north, east, southwest or right? What do you think? Well, the correct answer is southwest. While north and east are main cardinal points and right is not an cardinal point or an intermediate direction. So the correct answer is southwest. So we shall now find the location of any country on this world map using the cardinal directions and intermediate points. Now for finding the direction of any place on a map, usually this symbol or the north line is always present in a map. This north line usually helps us to determine the direction of any place on the world map. Now here we can see that the north line has been placed in the top left corner. So this is our north, and exactly to the north we have south, and as mentioned earlier, to the left of north we have east, and to the right of north we have west. So this is north, this is south, that is east, and this is west. So now let us find the location of China. So first let us connect north south and then east west. So thus here we can find that China is located in the northeastern side of the map. Now let us find the location of Australia. Well, Australia, as we can see, is situated between south and east. So it is present in the southeastern part of the world. Now let us look at another country on this world map, say Canada. Canada, as we can see here, is located between north and west. So we can say that Canada is located in the northwestern part of the world. And Greenland, as we can see here, is exactly located at the north, and Antarctica is located in the south. So this is how we can find the location of any given country on the world map using cardinal directions. Now you must have come across these traffic signs and symbols while traveling on roads. Now what do these symbols stand for? Well, this symbol asks you not to blow horn. So this is no blow horn symbol. And this symbol asks the driver to take a U-turn. And what do these traffic lights stand for? Well, the red color asks you to stop. The yellow color asks us to wait or halt for a while. The green color dictates us to go. So here we find that these traffic symbols convey some messages to us, and we usually abide by them and act accordingly. Now similarly, some symbols are also used in maps to provide relevant information about places. Let's learn about those symbols. Now here we have a snapshot of a Google map that shows a part of Kolkata and its adjoining areas. Now in this map we can see different symbols have been used to represent different places. For instance, this symbol says that there is an airport, while this symbol implies that there is a hospital or a healthcare center. This symbol states that there is a marketplace. And this symbol shows that here is a school or an educational institute. Now I hope most of you have seen these symbols while using Google Maps. And each of these symbols represent different places that are located in this area. Now what are the advantages of these symbols? Well, by looking at these symbols, you can understand this area better. And also if someone cannot read English, then also the person will be able to get some idea about this map. So these symbols helps us to understand the map better. So various shapes, colors and shades are used in maps in order to make them more comprehensible, and they are called symbols. Now, the advantage of symbols is that they can provide a lot of information about a place in limited space, and also these symbols are not language specific. So, any layman can understand the maps by referring to these symbols. Now here we have a map of India which shows the distribution of minerals in the country. Now in this map we can see that different symbols have been used. Now can you understand anything from these symbols? I am sure you cannot. So what's the remedy? Well, here we have a table which is called a legend. Now this table or the legend defines each symbol that have been used in the map. For instance, this symbol shows that it's the lead metal, and this triangular symbol shows that it is bauxite. So wherever this triangular symbol has been used, we can understand that here bauxite is found. Similarly, this plus sign stands for manganese mineral. So wherever this plus sign has been used, we can understand that here manganese is found. So this table that defines various colors and symbols that are used in a map is known as legend or a key. Now in this map, as we can see, bauxite has been represented using this triangular symbol. But say if I want to represent bauxite by using this symbol, I can do so. Similarly, here lead has been used using this symbol. But say I want to represent it using this symbol, I can do that. So this creates a lot of confusion because any person can represent any mineral or anything by using symbols or colors of their choice. So in order to avoid such confusion, some symbols and colors have been recognized worldwide and are used universally. And these symbols that are used universally are known as conventional symbols. Now here we have the picture of different conventional symbols. For instance, on every map, broad gauge are represented in this way. Similarly, metal roads are represented using this dark black line, and this dotted black line represents unmetal road. Similarly, one dash line and one dot represents a state boundary, whereas the district boundaries are represented using this dash lines only. Again, a well is represented using a black dot, whereas a river is represented in this manner. Now here we have some other conventional symbols that are used in map. For instance, PTO stands for Post and Telegraph Office, whereas PO stands for Post Office. Again, we represent a mosque using this symbol and a temple is represented using this symbol. Similarly, settlements are used using this symbol and trees are represented using this symbol. So these are different conventional symbols that are used in maps and they have been recognized worldwide. Now apart from symbols, some colors or shades are also used universally in maps. For instance, brown stands for mountain, while blue stands for water body. Again, this yellowish red color stands for desert. Again, this yellow color stands for plateau and green stands for plain. So these are some of the colors or shades that are used universally in a map. So in today's lesson, we discussed in details about various components of the map. Firstly, we understood that maps are always drawn to scale, which makes it an accurate representation of an area. Now here, the scale that have been used to draw this map is 1 centimeter on the map is equal to 500 kilometers on the ground. Now, the next component of the map that helps us to determine direction is north line. And And we read that apart from Northline, compass is a device that helps us to find the direction of any place. And this compass shows 4 main directions, which are also known as cardinal points. Apart from cardinal points, intermediate directions are also marked in a compass. And the third component of the map is a key or a legend that defines various symbols and colors that are used in a map. So these different components of the maps make them more comprehensible and understandable to the masses. So this is all about today's lesson on components of the maps. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon. You can also register for free at DeltaStep.com or download the DeltaStep app to learn one-to-one with our amazing teachers or to get access to our 5,000 amazing videos as per your school syllabus. Master each topic with our adaptive practice technology. Get million+ questions with step-by-step solutions and unlimited mock tests. Get all your doubt resolved instantly. Learn via games and win amazing prizes like PlayStations and iPads. So at DeltaStep, learning is not just fun and easy, but it's rewarding too. So register for free now.